All right. So like I was saying before, outside the promo, you will need to add the cost of the license and the cost of the normal split limit to get this total here in USDTs. But now within the context of the promo, after tonight, that's after midnight of today, the split limit is going to be dropped from 5 to 4. That means after purchasing the license for $127, if you're interested in purchasing all 4 splits at once, then that is going to cost you around about $508. If you now add this to the cost of the license, that gives you a total of $635. After 6 days, the split limit will be dropped from 4 to 3. That means after purchasing the same license for $127 worth in terms of ULTIMA tokens, or if you are somebody who has smart coins in your back office, then you can go ahead and use 1,100 smart coins directly from your back office to do the same purchase without having to spend this amount. And if you are interested in buying all 3 shares or all 3 split contracts, that will cost you $381. This added to the license price will give you a total of $508. That is the total amount of money you're going to spend to get your 3 split contracts up and running. Same thing applies to the air license. Without the promo, the air license has a normal split limit of 2. Within the context of the promo, before the end of tonight, if you are able to purchase it, then it will come with a split limit of 12. After tonight, it will be dropped down to 10, and it will stay on for the next 6 days. After the next 6 days, it's going to be dropped down to 8. As a matter of fact, this one has already been dropped down to 10. So right now we are at 10, which means that this 12 is no longer there. So if you are purchasing it tonight, then you are going to purchase, a total split limit of 10. But after tonight, it's going to be dropped down to what? To 8. Same thing applies to this starter. Before now, the split limit was at 30. I mean, within the context of the promo. Because out of the promo, the normal split limit for starter is 5. So some days back, we were at 30. That was at X6. It finally came down to X5, which is where we are right now. So if you are purchasing it before the end of midnight, or before midnight today, then you are going to be sure of having a split limit of 25. But after midnight of today, it is going to be dropped down to 20. Yet you will still have to spend the same amount in terms of ULTIMA tokens. That's in terms of dollars if you want. Or in terms of smart coins. You will still spend the same amount, but with a reduced split limit. 6 days later, it's going to be dropped also from 20 to what? To 15. And maybe, subsequently will be dropped from 15 to something else. Maybe directly to 5 or maybe to 10. It depends on the strategy the company wants to put in place. So this one is absolutely important for us to understand. Why am I saying this? I'm saying so because assuming somebody who decides to go in for one of these licenses, for the starter license, for instance, before the end of, tonight, the person is going to get a split limit of 25. But you have to purchase the license. The license is going to cost you $620 or 5,500 smart coins from your back office. Now, if you are interested in purchasing the 25 split contracts at once or the 25 shares at once, then that is going to cost you $3,175 worth in terms of ULTIMA tokens. If you add this amount to the amount you spend in buying the license, which is $620, that is going to give you a total of $3,795. But assuming that there was no promo, then with a normal split limit of 5, the license, $620, it doesn't change. Whether the promo is on or there is no promo, the cost of the license remains the same, $620. Now, assuming that the normal split limit is 5, which is of course what it is, then you will have to spend another 620 euros to purchase all 5. That gives you a total of 620 by 2, which is 1,240 without any promo. But with the promo on, if you have a split limit of 25, it will cost you a total of 3,795. If you wait and it is dropped down to 20 and you purchase all 20, then it would have cost you a total of 3,160. If you wait and it goes down to 15, then after doing the purchase, everything would have cost you $2,525. So where do you want to take the advantage? That is the question. Same analysis for basic and the other packages that are found in this particular community pool. Now, here is what I want everybody to understand. Let me now show you how you can maximize your chances here. How do you do it? Let me take the case of maybe the air license. And with the air now, I want everybody to follow me closely. Assuming that you want to go in for this air license, maybe you are interested in purchasing just 8 split contracts. You are interested in just 8. Maybe the money you have right now can only permit you to purchase what? To purchase 8 split contracts. And you want to purchase these 8 split contracts means that normally you are supposed to spend $1,016 to be able to purchase your 8 split contract. That's assuming that you've already purchased the license for $247. That is you as an individual. But thank God, because of this promo, look at what you can possibly do here. If you purchase the license now, it will come with a split limit of what? 10. I mean, before the end of today. But you're only interested in what? In 8 split contracts. But if you purchase this license before the end of tonight, it will give you a split limit of 10. Then probably there is somebody somewhere who is interested in just 2 split contracts. The person wants just 2 split contracts. Maybe the person has money to purchase just 2 split contracts or 2 shares. He has money for just 2 shares. So what do? This person who is interested in purchasing just 2 shares, on a normal day, if the person comes here to purchase 2 shares, that's without any promo, then the person alone will be obliged to spend what? $247. Then you, who is interested in 8, if there is no promo, then you will need to purchase at least a starter that will give you a split limit of 5, purchase an air that will give you a split limit of 2, purchase a light that will give you a split limit of 1. So much so that if you add 1, 2, and 5, it gives you a total split limit of 8. Which means you have to purchase this license for $127, purchase this one for $247, and also purchase this one for $620. Look at the total amount of money you would have spent on these 3 licenses, just because you are in need of 8 split contracts only, or 8 shares only. Now that the promo is there, what do? You are able to get your 8 split contracts by purchasing just 1 license, which is the air license. And if you purchase it before the end of midnight, you are not just going to get a split limit of 8, you are going to get up to 10. But you are interested in only 8 because the money you have in your hand can only permit you to purchase 8 of them. Which means that with a capacity of 10, and you are able to exploit just 8, you still have a reserve of what? Of 2. And there is somebody somewhere who has money to purchase just 2 splits. What do? The person who is interested in purchasing 2 splits is obliged to buy this license for $247. You who is interested in 8, and you can get the 8 in here by purchasing this license, you also spend what? Another $247. That is making it almost close to $500 for the 2 of you. But because of this promo, that's if you purchase up to 10, a capacity of 10, and you are interested in just 8, what do? Then you can share this $247 to the 2 of you. It means that you bring part, and the person who is interested in just 2 splits will bring the other half of this $247. So the 2 of you can actually share this one. You share this cost. Then you can agree within the 2 of you. That's if you people can have an understanding. You can choose to purchase this license under 1 person's account, or you can purchase it in 1 person's account. That's if you are not so much interested in the network marketing part of it. What you are interested in is just to get your splits. That is it. Then once people come to that agreement and you purchase it in 1 person's account, after sharing this cost to the 2 of you, with 1 person interested in just 2 splits and the other person interested in 8 splits. Now, once you do the purchase of this license by sharing this amount, It comes with a capacity of 10. Then you who is interested in your 8 splits, what do? You spend $1,016. You purchase your 8 splits. The person who is interested in just 2 splits, will also spend what it will take, because it will take you $127 to purchase 1 split, and the person is interested in 2. So multiply this 127 by 2. Then the person will be able to get the 2 splits. What then is the advantage in this? This is where the advantage is. Assuming that you as an individual, if you want to go in for this license alone, like you want to do the purchases alone, this is what you will spend. Beside the $1,016 which you need to purchase your 8 splits, you'll be obliged to pay the entire amount of money for this license alone. You pay the money alone, means 247. So if you add 247 to 247 to $1,016, that gives you a total of what? $1,263. But assuming that you had shared this cost, if you take half of this amount, add it to this $1,016, you realize that the total you are going to spend is something smaller than this one, and yet you still get the same one, the same 8 split contracts that you are actually looking for. So you just gotten a discount on this because you've associated yourself to somebody. Let us even assume that there is even nobody willing to exploit the extra 2. Means that you are interested in 8, but you have done the purchase now, which gives a total capacity of 10. You don't have money to purchase for the extra 2. What do? No problem. Continue to keep the 10. Purchase the 8 that you are actually interested in purchasing. Means you will still be left with a balance of 2. You don't have the money to purchase the 2. Let's assume that the promo is out completely. There is no more promo. Somebody now, after the promo, now decides to come and meet you and say he or she has money to purchase 2 split contracts. Now, what do? You tell the person that, okay, if you are interested in purchasing just 2 split contracts, which will not be for this air, the person will be obliged to buy, first of all, the license, which means the person will normally be obliged or find himself obligated to purchase the license for $247. That one might be too much for the person. So what do? Tell the person that instead of going to spend $247, just give me half of this. If you give me half of this, then I will give you the possibility to buy the 2 split contracts that you are interested in from my account. Once you purchase them, because I still have a limit in my account that permits me to buy extra 2. Once you people come to that agreement, then the person will give you the money, you purchase the 2 split contracts from that limit. And you do what? You transfer it to the person's account. That is it. You've made money over it. Look at a brilliant move. Another strategy somebody can use is, if you have the possibility, whether using these dollars or using your smart coins, buy more of these licenses and keep, even if you don't have need for them. Buy more of them and keep, because after this promo, trust me, you will see people who will still be coming, who will tell you we missed the promo. Is there anybody who can sell us one of these promo packages? You must not necessarily sell like you are selling the account to the person. No. Tell the person that you have a split limit of, let's say, 10 or whatever capacity you have. You tell the person, instead of the person going to buy a license, that's in case the person doesn't even have the money for that. Tell the person that, okay, bring just little amount of money, a small amount of money to compensate me for the license. Then bring the entire amount of money that is needed to get the number of splits that you are interested in. Once the person gives you the money, you get into your account, you purchase the split licenses, and then you transfer to the person. But the person has compensated you with something little for the license that you bought. And yet you use but your smart contracts, or rather your smart coins, in purchasing what? In purchasing the license.